Yes, hello. My name is Tammy Jensen, and I'm returning your call from earlier regarding
No,
an
yes.
unemployment attorney.
Perfect. Thank you for returning my call, Miss Jensen.
Sure.
Let me get a few things ready. So I am going to start off with some administrative questions. The first being, can I have the full and complete spelling of your first and last name?
Yes, thank you. Tami for Tammy, and then Jensen, Jensen. And please forgive me, I've had strokes, so that's my speech impediment.
I'm so sorry.
Please forgive the way I talk. I've had strokes, so I'm doing.
Oh, okay. Oh, no worries at all.
Oh, thanks.
No. You're totally fine. I can completely understand you. So this number of 702-237-0118, is that the best number to contact you on?
Yes, it's my only number right
Okay.
now.
All right, perfect. And if I may ask, Miss Jensen, how old are you?
60 years old.
All right. That's a 50, correct?
I'm sorry?
That was a 50?
No, 60. 60.
60. I am.
Yes.
All right,
It's
perfect.
okay.
60. And I do believe you. One moment. This was. Let me see. Okay. Do you remember how you found our firm? Was it through a Google search?
Yes, Google.
Google.
Yes, good old Google.
Okay. And the best email that we can contact you on?
Is my name. It's Tammy_Jensen at yahoo.com.
That's going to be T as in Tom, A as in Apple, M as in Michael, I as in India, underscore, J as in John, E as in Elephant, N as in Nancy, S as in Sam, E as in Elephant, N as in Nancy?
Yes.
Perfect. And you are calling from Las Vegas, Nevada?
Yes.
All right, and the name of the company you're calling in regards to?
The unemployment department? Well, and also the Frisco Corporation were my ex-employers.
Okay, your ex-employers. Okay. Just so, just for your information, I'm not sure if the person who spoke to you clarified this. Mr. Watkins, he does specialize in suing your former employer. As far as the unemployment office goes, he does not have a lot of recourse or resources to offer. But as far as suing your former employer, he would be able to assist you with that.
Okay.
And you said that was, yeah. Was that your intention?
Well, yes, I guess so. I guess I have to. I'm not sure if I need to sue the unemployment department because right now I filed an appeals because they sided with my ex-employer for no reason. I did not do anything wrong and they fired me. And now the unemployment took their side in some matter that I have no idea about. And and so they took withheld all funds and said I owe them for back funds. This is crazy.
Okay. Yeah. Well, like I said, as far as us going about suing your former employer, I do know that is something that Mr. Watkins can assist you with. Now, as far as the unemployment office, again, I'm not entirely sure what resources he has available. But that's definitely something that we can always inquire with. So the name of the company, it was the Frisco Corporation, I believe you said?
Yes, Frisco McDonald's. It's FRSCO, all uppercase, and then McDonald's.
Okay. And this was your previous employer? Was it a termination?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What date did that occur on?
I was basically fired July of last year.
Okay. And when did you start working for them?
In September of the year before.
What was your position?
They hired me as crew member, but they kept me as cleaning woman.
Okay, and was this a union job?
No.
No?
Not at all.
Okay, and how much were you making?
I was always underpaid. I was started at $9.25, and then they went to $10.25, even though they're hiring all the new people in at $10.75 and $11.25. And I'd had 4.5 years of college, and they weren't letting me run the cash register at all. I mean, they said because of the way I talk, they didn't want me to represent their company, and it just went from there. And so they basically kept me as cleaning woman.
Okay. Give me one more moment. So, approximately how many employees were at the is it one location?
The one location that I worked at. They have two, I guess, but I don't know really about that.
They had 2 employees?
No. 2 McDonald's in their...
in their ownership?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, and how many at the location?
I'd say about 30. About 30.
30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's the Frisco Corporation on Cimarron. And it's right down the street from the McDonald's on Durango.
Okay. And did you ever report anything to HR, to Human Resources?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And that's when, there's an inner circle, and you're in or you're not, and I was not in.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you just tell me a little bit more about what happened? So you mentioned that they didn't want you on the cash register because of the way you talked.
Yes.
And did they ever? So you were stuck as cleaning woman. You said, correct?
Yes, basically 99% of the time. But they were hiring all the new people in at $1 more an hour, and they were taking orders and all. And there's a lot that goes on. I saw one of their managers, she follows me around recording me and putting it up on her site. I think it's a Facebook site, and I did not give her permission. I asked her to stop. She kept it up. And then there's just all the harassments they put me through. And the one called Paul, he asked me if I let him speak up for me in-house for him to take care of me, that I wouldn't even have to work. And he said that to me about a dozen times, and I said no.
Oh, I am so sorry. Can you repeat that for me one more time? Just because, yes. Can you repeat that for me one more time?
Sure. The one called Paul, he's supposedly their general manager, and he said if I let him speak up for me in-house, that I wouldn't even have to work. And I said no, thank you. But I was always polite.
What did he mean for that? If he could speak up for you in-house, then you wouldn't even have to work.
There's gentleman circles, and he belongs to one of them. And if he gets to speak up for me in this gentleman circle as my lover, then I wouldn't even have to work. And I said no. And I said it again and again. And then they started cutting my hours, and I complained about that. And it just got, there was all this going on.
My apologies. I kind of want to get some more information about what this general manager was saying to you.
Yeah.
Did he ever proposition you in any way?
I think that's what that is. See, there's
Okay,
a
but
group in-house. There's gentlemen's circles. That's what runs the government, basically, and he belongs to one of them. And there's people who are registered to come and work with me in my photography, and they have to get permissions. They're waiting permissions. In the meantime, I'm being, how to say, all these men are coming up asking me if they can speak up for me instead, and I'm saying no. And he's one of them.
oh,
That I want the men
okay.
who are signed up. I know those men. They're good men, and I want to work with them. And then, I could help everybody. But so he's one of the men who said to let him speak up for me, and I said no. Again and
Okay.
again.
My apologies. I'm just trying to get a better understanding. So you said there's a gentleman's club, correct?
Gentlemen's organizations, yes, and it has to do with different names, different orders, yes. And they have a list of 10 men or more that want to come work with me with my photography. I photograph mineral emissions, and so
I'm sorry, you photograph. I'm so sorry.
it's okay. Mineral emissions. They're what our great ancestors were depicting on the pyramids and temples, and